Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets
entering play call screen.
Loud crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected. Y corner. Red option, stick.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Circle button, cross button, square button.
And he'll rumble for about 5 up close to
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
The defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses
red option
looking to correct.
The first down run got 5. Here's second.
Circle button. R1 button.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Entering play call. Putty slide. Y off. Putty slide. Y off. Double slant. Empty end zone. Slant stick. Red option. Ravens power.
In that locker room, there's
red option.
1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible.
Circle button.
I think they
R1 button.
There and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a player.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
Defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
R1 button. Square button.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Gun plan. There are 7. Formation. There are 7. Over. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3. Sky is selected.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Lance rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Entering play call. Formation. Concept. Cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6. Show 4 selected.
Head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Henry again on second down.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now play fake. Lance.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down.
Entering play call. Concept. There are 7. Cover 2. Cover 2, cover 2, cover 2, cover 2, hard flat.
Field is taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Henry.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the Niners have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage.
Entering play call, pitch corner, wing tower.
The New York offense
Cross button.
for their next
R1 button.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Entering play call, coach suggests slot outs.
Every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. Circle button. Triangle button. Square button. Circle button. Cross button. Square button. Cross button. R1 button.
Wilson.
Triangle button.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
An INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And this will be a gain of...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Henry. Running and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
7 on the year. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their
Gun
lead.
plan. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 6 options. Load block right is selected.
Up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
In the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy.
Entering play call, puck and keep, wing power, gun plan. There are 9, blitz count, Raven curl wheel, putty slide, flanker drive.
New York offense
circle button,
for their next
triangle button.
They're in an early hole. The first
circle button.
Interception that led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
Entering play call, blitz, Raven curl, putties, flanker drive.
Do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Triangle button, circle button, circle button, circle button, cross button.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the...
Entering play, Raven curl, putty slide, flanker drive.
Coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue
circle button,
to dig out of this
square
hole.
button, triangle button.
Off the play fake.
Circle button, square button.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Niners are going to take possession.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First quarter that he was hoping for, now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go...
Entering play call, coach suggest, plan. There are 7 categories. Defend inside round, defend in, cover 4 quarters.
Good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 13-0 is the score.
Entering play call, plan. There are from 8 concept. There are 7 play type, zone cover, cover 2 zone. There are 3 play call, cover 2 drop.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Gun plan, formation, there are 7, 4, 3, nickel, option is 1, cover 2. From coach suggestions, there are 7 categories, you have 6 options, base block left is selected.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
Wisniewski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisniewski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Entering play call, blitz counter. You have 44 options. Y stick is selected. Gun plan. There are coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB base is selected.
The New York offense taking over for their next
triangle button.
And following
cross
the
button.
Interception, just any interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's
entering corner strike.
Totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
Square button.
How they attack.
Triangle button.
That's the way.
R1 button. R1 button. Triangle button.
12.
Triangle button. Cross button.
For his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get.
Entering play call, coach Seattle, flood.
This is going to be disgusting.
4 verticals,
This is the
flood.
fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender.
Cross button.
He took a
Square button.
for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on.
R1 button. Cross button.
Third down.
Square button.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And good.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Spread. Spread.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off of play action, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Entering play call, coach stick. Wing power O.
The New York offense taking over.
R1 button.
Possession.
R1 button.
They had the
Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button.
That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD slant is selected.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and 9.
Triangle button. Circle button.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
R1 button. Cross button. Square button. Square button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds. So
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Font is selected.
For him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team?
Cross button. Square button. Square button.
He's going to let it go deep.
Triangle button.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 on plan. There are 7 formation. There are coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Daring, but I actually would like this play call better.
Cover 3 bus press.
Here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cog 3 buzz match. Cover 3 Skype. Cog 3 buzz match.
In the midst of something special.
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll be taken down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Remaining in this first half.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Play action, now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A chance to really cap off a big first half. Come up on 1st and goal. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
First half touchdowns. And the 49ers continue to roll. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Warning for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well. And it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra
Entering play call, special teams. We have 6 options. Return left is selected.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special.
Entering play call, on plan. There are players, there are formation, there are not concept. Option, quick pass, slant, X, slants, slants.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cross button.
The shotgun, Wilson. So he stopped for no gain.
Entering play call, select concept, there are not option.
Even with that
Inverted, power red counter pass. Play call.
Down in distance.
Play call. Play call.
Make a man or two miss.
Play call. Play call. Raven red op, blood red op, play call. Play call, concept, there are 9 categories. Run. Inside zone, there are 10 categories. You have 20 options. HB inside zone is selected. Triangle button.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push forward here for a good look.
Entering play call, inside zone, there are 10 categories. You have 20 options. HB inside zone is selected.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando.
Entering Dunklin adjustments, screen run inside is selected.
Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay,
entering
Coach,
play call, special teams, you have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
It's not been a competitive game to this point.
Onside kick.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run, no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Lance. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now here's a timeout defensively.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
As they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gun plan, there are formation, there are goal line. 6-2. There are 2 categories. You have 6 options. 60 pinches selected.
Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
49ers, they're just pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to be taken down inside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are player. There are formate special teams. Option is set. QB heel. There are 5 categories. QB heel is selected.
And now they'll take a knee here.
Entering play call, QB kneel. There are 5 categories. QB kneel is selected.
And down to a knee.
Entering play call, QB kneel. There are 5 categories. QB kneel is selected.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be
entering play call. Entering friend. Option. Quit game is entering. Concede game. Yes, exit to menu. No. Entering franchise screen, you have quit game is selected. Entering. Yes, exit to menu. Entering weeks. Entering franchise hub screen home.